out there in Turkey land, man.
Check this out, man. Hey, what is today, LJ?
United States Grand Prix.
The United States Grand Prix is a race, man. It's an open wheel race. Everybody knows what that
and
is.
Tim and Denise Edwards, 8728.
Yep, what do they want to say?
LJ, let's show the world of the orca.
Well, then let's oblige them, LJ.
And we're going to learn about orcas today.
We're going to learn about orcas today. LJ, give them some facts about those orcas, man. Make sure you're talking into the mic, too.
Did you know that all orcas live in all the world's oceans, can grow over 30 feet long?
That's right.
And did you know they use echolocation to find prey, travel in groups called pods?
Yep, they travel in groups called pods. What else? Are orcas actually whales, though? That's the question.
No.
They are what?
Dolphins.
Yeah, look at that boy right there. Give me some more facts.
What color are orcas? They're black and white.
They're black and white. That's right.
And they like to jump in waters.
Yep, they jump in the water. How fast can they swim?
35 miles per hour.
That is awesome, man. Are they smart?
Yes.
They're incredibly smart. They're probably one of the world's most social animals out there. A fully grown orca male.
Orcas have a long tail and fin like other sharks.
Yep, almost like sharks. It's that's their dorsal fin. But a lot of people sometimes used to think that they were sharks.
And they're the most pods in the world, and they travel through a lot.
Yep, and they call them wolves of the sea. And one other thing about them is they call orcas killer whales, but it's because that they were whale killers.
Orcas, killer whales, whatever.
Yeah, whatever you want to call them, man. That's what we talking about.
Hey, and they only live in the ocean.
That's right.
And if you like this video, please subscribe for more great content from my daddy and me.
And how long can orcas hold their breath underwater?
In a swimming pool.
Yeah, how long can they hold their breath though?
To 15 minutes.
Yikes, man, that's a long time. Can you hold your breath for 15 minutes? I already lost.
What up?
If you don't get out my chair, you better hold your breath. Anyway, man, this kid gonna troll me always, bro. But anyway, yeah, the world of the orca, man. We trying to get him to do some more stuff, man. LJ really enjoys doing these videos. He comes in here every day, and he's like, Daddy, it's time to do the video, man. And when the kids come calling, you know you gotta do it, man. A lot of times, you know, we think about it, and it's just like, hey, he's gonna be my motivation this year to just keep dropping videos after videos, and hopefully we have a good year of 2K this year. But anyway, that ain't even what y'all came for, man. That was a little 2-minute segment of LJ and Daddy, Creature Report with LJ and Daddy. But what we are talking about today is the patch. And yeah, they dropped the patch just they did drop a patch yesterday. We're gonna talk about all that in 1 second. But before we get started, make sure y'all like this video and comment y'all thoughts down below, because y'all already know we're trying to go with this thing. Where we trying to go? To the moon, Elvis! And if nobody told y'all this today, y'all my brothers, my sisters, my family, love each and every last one of y'all, man. This is hilarious right here. That boy Swante was saying, look, man, hey, the community is losing their mind over crews and making people sign contracts offering them salaries. I'm trying to see what their salary hitting for, though. I ain't gonna lie to you, man. Hey, if you can get crewed up for a salary, then hey, what their salary is talking about? I might sign up if it's at least a couple hundred a week. I'm in there like swimwear. I don't see look, they got code of conduct. They got all types of stuff, man. I'm talking about, where's that salary coming from? Is it coming from the collective stream or something like that? Is it collective? Do I get NIL? I got about 2 minutes of eligibility left in college. I'm telling y'all, man, I can get out there and make some noise at 95 years old right now. It ain't no lie, man. But that ain't what y'all came here for, man. What y'all came here for are the patch notes, and these are the patch notes. It's very short. And Evan just says, hey, the new patch rolls out tonight, obviously. You know, and this is it. I ain't gonna read all that other stuff. We're just gonna talk about what it is. Return ball collision sensitivity on escape dribble moves to pre-patch 2.0 levels based on community feedback. This was based on community feedback. The improved responsiveness of well-timed intentional steal attempts will remain. Updated the shot meter to properly reflect the green window bonuses of the poster of the poster machine takeover ability, and resolve a reported hang that could occur when attempting to load MyCareer saves. Okay, so that's dope right there, man. Like, I ain't gonna lie to y'all, it is what it is. I know that this was a very divisive thing. Some people feel like, hey, lockdowns are back, and you know that the steals were in a good place. Some people like myself, I just felt like it was too prohibitive. The barrier of entry to the game was never that high. It just made it be too high. It's just all it is, man. A lot of people can't adapt. You understand? Wait, bro. Y'all gotta realize that most of the people that play this game are not really that good, right? So that means that if the barrier of entry is too high, they're not gonna play the game. That's not good for 2K. They had very little choice but to revert it. And we're gonna show y'all that more later on in the joint, man. Hey, that boy said, hey, Beluga revert phase. This is what Elite Shooter's talking about. Can you buff phase a little? There's like 5 shooting badges in the game that you made one of them basically useless. Not saying that we need to be able to fade from everywhere without the badge, but 25 to 26 foot fade, I'm basically hugging the line. I'm basically hugging the line. I got 99 3-ball. Hey, Nike said, hey man, just give it up, Elite, man. I'm not gonna lie to y'all, man. It's cool that you can shoot it when you're hugging the line, but you know, they're just like, bro, you're not about to be fading out there at 30 feet after you've dribbled a lot. What Phantom was saying is you can still fade. It's still not reliable, but if it's early in the shot clock and you still got full stam, then you can do it. But if you have no stamina, then it's just not about to happen or what have you. Cutting away from that for a second, man, that boy Uncle Demi said, imagine if we could get camera angles after finishing game thumbnails or, you know, of these screenshots. Like, are they gonna do it? Are they not gonna do it? Hey man, sometimes Demi be in the know and we don't know that he in the know, but you know that he is in the know. That boy IQ Contain says dribbling is bike. And he says steals should be rewarded, not given to the defender for not pressing the button at all. If you pressed X before the patch, you wouldn't get steals unless it was in the lane. And he just says, I believe common ground. I believe in a common ground for everything. Not everyone is going to agree, but it's relieving knowing that 2K actually tries to listen to immediate feedback. And what I'm saying with that is, I do agree with that. I would say also in the beginning that yes, you should have to press a button, but me sliding them puppies is me pressing the button also. Now I'm not gonna lie, sliding them puppies and staying in front of somebody is pressing the button. So while I don't totally agree with what he's saying, I did not agree totally also with the way that it was that it expressed itself in the game, bro. Like it's really like you couldn't do anything, man. Like I said, a lot of people in the game are not that good, and even though you took the fades away, that was fine. You know, that exposed a lot of people in and of itself. But to not be able to dribble the basketball at all unless you were just completely wide open, like we said, in real life, if somebody's encroaching upon me, I can do this and I can still dribble here, and then I can step back or do what have you. It's a little bit more intuitive in real life, right? But like I said, from what I've seen, you can still take the ball from people that are dribbling recklessly. You can still do some things. It's just after they've dribbled it for a while. I'm okay with that. I just wasn't okay with, you know, dudes just doing a size up. And 2K has always been this way, and maybe it should have never been this way. Who knows? If y'all agree with that, that's cool. But you could, like, nobody's saying that you can't. Bro, you can dribble in front of people. You just shouldn't be able to spam it. And right now, it feels like you can dribble. You just can't spam it. If you spam it, they're going to take the ball. But you shouldn't be taking the ball before he even does a dribble move, bro. Like, sometimes centers was coming down with the ball. You come down, the ball's just stolen. There's nothing you can do. And it ain't no protect or anything for that. So, I mean, I just think it was just very unbalanced gameplay, but that's just me. Up next, IQ Contain says, hey, I had 2 parks fully die out throughout the course of my 3-hour stream yesterday, only 2 days after the patch. That's the first time that it happened to me since returning to streaming 15 days ago. It's not a good sign at all. And this is what they were saying. Some people were saying, man, there's no way that 2K took the data that quickly. This is the data that they took. And I was seeing this a lot yesterday too, bro. I'm like, yo, there's nobody in the parks. They're empty, they're barren. And 2K is like, yo, we're about to, the stockholders and stuff like that, like we about to drop a new season. Why, what's going on with this numbers dip? And yeah, they just saw that people will stop playing the game. The barrier of entry was just too high. It was just too high. It was too high. Like asking some of these guys that have never played basketball before, ever protected a basketball before, never done anything like of that caliber before to protect a basketball or learn how to do that, and when they never had to do it in 25 years and all of a sudden they got to learn how to do it in 2 days, I just think that was just too much for a lot of people, and it resulted in this right here. People just weren't playing the game. I was getting some of the worst point guards in the world in the theater. It was just bad, but it was bad ball, man. And then like right after the patch or last night when people in preparation for the patch, a lot more better people, and it was just a better experience overall. So I think this is what they were looking for. And then he said, wait, the casuals don't actually want to play the game that they begged for. I thought they loved the new patch. That was really, I think it's this one right here. It's got to be this one.
We do not care.
Dang, man.
We do not care.
I keep hitting the wrong button, but I gotta do the Millie. I got a Millie rock. It was really more like. But them boys, they was not rocking with that, man. Hey, that boy Swante, he just says, hey, if y'all don't think that Mike Wong is doing this on purpose to teach the community a lesson on NBA 2K26, I don't know what to tell y'all. There's no way that they're this incompetent is what he's trying to say. He's showing the community what would happen if the ball didn't phase through you sometimes. That's what it is. He's just saying if the ball didn't phase through you sometimes, this is what would happen. This is what the gameplay would be. So it has to be like this in some capacity. Bro, I don't think anybody really liked that. I mean, some people probably did, bro. I just think it was OD. And the crazy thing is I got 50 dribbling, 50 ball handling, 50 speed with ball, and I never turned the ball over during this ordeal. And I was making people turn the ball over at an alarming rate. And I didn't like it because it made the game too hard for the guards. Like you saw what I just did. I just took the ball the length of the court. It was real simple. This is very easy. I don't understand what's so hard about it. But obviously, look, come down, dribble the basketball. I see all the traffic to the right. I just dribble to the open area and fade. Of all things, fade. And guess what? I don't turn the ball over, but even though it didn't impact me like that, it impacted me negatively in other ways because the other guards just couldn't cope. And like I said, if a large subset of people can't cope, they will appease the masses. That's just how it's gonna go, man. Up next, hey, they says, I feel bad for the people who make bills based off game mechanics that change with the win. That's why we tell you, don't make bills based off game mechanics because they will change. That boy Red City Boy says, hey man, movement feels so fast. I mean, it feels so good. Fast gameplay, that's a W. I would say that was happening yesterday before the patch. I played before, during, and after the patch. I mean, before, during, and after the little patch time. And I felt like that the movement was way faster last night, probably about 3 o'clock in the morning. So I played from 3 till 6 this morning. And so I felt like from 3 to 5, it was fast. And then after the patch, it was fast as well. So I can see that. Call Me Meat says, hey, let's be real. Let's be real right now. The well time steals they supposedly put into the patch never worked anyway. The only consistent thing was that they somewhat threw the ball. If they somewhat threw the ball into your body, they lost it. Now that is reverted back, it's essentially day one NBA 2K26 with slightly nerfed phase. And it's not slightly nerfed. Them joints is in the dirt right now. Slightly tightened tempo green window, and that's crazy because people can't even shoot with the slightly tightened green window, and nobody dropping the rock even if they're being reckless with the peel. They are dropping it if they're being reckless. They just got to be a little bit more reckless than just doing a size up. Like it's a difference between reckless and then what was happening, bro. I'm gonna stand on that. There's a difference between reckless and what was happening. Like somebody standing there, you try to do an escape or anything, the ball was gone, bro. And the crazy thing is, it didn't impact a lot of people because some people don't do nothing but left stick anyway. If you didn't dribble the basketball, you didn't feel it. So a lot of people didn't dribble the basketball. All they did was left stick, so that's why they didn't feel it. Hey, IQ Contain says NBA 2K26 feels perfect after the new patch. They fixed unnecessary bump steals and blitzes. They're still in the game, but not excessive and unnecessary. Game speed feels better. I'm being so serious. And I agree with that right there. I felt the same thing. Hey, Dime Work says this right here. Dime Work was saying, hey, I think that and I think this is the most level-headed thing, you know, versus what I'm saying as well. I think that we can all agree that this was the right move. Although it solved the escape, dribble, cheese, and crabbing, it still wasn't perfect or ideal. No one should be knocking the ball loose without any real effort. Yes, you can say the ball handler shouldn't dribble into defenders, but what about when the defender simply runs into the ball handler? That's not good gameplay either. It's not impossible to dribble in close quarters, but the game wasn't really accommodating that. A fix was needed, and I'm sure they'll figure it out. But reverting it for now is a good move, in my opinion. That's what I'm saying, man. I think they can fix it, and I think they can probably try to find some common ground. And then here we go with the, you know, the people with this right here. Like they said, bro, this is one of them things. Say the patch just dropped, and it has been reverted to dribble right through me. And I understand what he's saying. I do get. Nobody wants to see this, and like we said, this is not the answer either. But it's better than what was happening yesterday, bro. Like the ball. I think that this would have happened yesterday because I don't think he sized up into him. Did he size up into him? Boom. Yeah, that was just a regular dribble, so he would have been able to do that. It's if it's a right trigger dribble is what would have done it. But I do agree that we don't want to see this happen very much either. He should have to go this way, but he's already done it. It is what it is. Like, I don't think that that's the answer either, but the way that they had it, bro, you could not be pushing into somebody and you're losing the basketball. Like, you got to be able to dribble in close quarters. And the main thing is that the majority of the community are players that are casual, and those guys couldn't even play the game at all. And you saw that the parks was empty. I saw the park was empty, but I couldn't even hardly get games out there. And then in the theater, it was just atrocious or what have you. So they had to do something, and that's what they did. It just was what it was. Now I'm sure that they're gonna try to find a happy medium or some middle ground or what have you. And like I said, right now you can still get steals if you stay in front of them long enough and their adrenaline goes down and stuff like that. But I know I can definitely understand why a lot of people are not digging it. For me, I mean, again, it's not ideal, but it's better than what it was, man. It is what it is. Now let me know what y'all think down in the comment section. Hit that like button, subscribe if you're new. Hopefully y'all enjoyed the video. Hopefully y'all enjoyed the world of the orcas and all of that. But like I said, man, like they had to do something, bro. You couldn't even dribble the basketball, bro. And I was benefiting greatly from it, and I wasn't suffering from it. But it's just the average person on this game. You can't. The barrier entry was too high. And I'm gonna tell you why they changed. The barrier entry is too high, and with Black Friday and Christmas coming up, they could not have. And the new season starting today, they couldn't afford that, bro. It just is what it is. Like that's the cruel reality of the situation. Cash room, everything around me. Cream, get the money. Dollar bills, y'all. That's what it was. New season coming up, Black Friday coming up, Christmas coming up, and you telling me and you people have been like that, and they couldn't dribble at all. They couldn't do nothing. Nah, they wasn't going for that, bro. Nobody would have bought the game. The bottom line would have tanked, and it would have just been bad for the whole thing. I don't even think this is a community thing. I think this is one of the ones. This is a 2K thing. It was a 2K bottom line thing, and they're basing it on community feedback. But empty parks is in some way community feedback. It is what it is. Y'all let me know what y'all think down in the comment section, man. Once again, hit that like button, subscribe if you're new, and I will holler at y'all next time. Till next time. It's your boy Jay Easy, aka Fresh from the Barbershop, BK the People's Champ. Godspeed.